Happy Lunar New Year. Today we have DJs with us again, and thank you, DJ, for being here. Please go ahead, say hi.
My pleasure, and Happy Lunar New Year, everybody. Happy Tet. Welcome back. We got a special treat for you today.
Oh my God. Okay, let's talk about a special treat. So if you stay until the end of today's live show, we will have something really special for you. It is a big red envelope. It's a lot of money in there. If you stay in here and you understand how to play this kind of game today, so this is yours if you stay into the end. So I will start, like every 15 minutes, I will remind you what we have here. So whenever you come in, you know we have something going on today, really special for whoever watching. And this is a prize for someone who watched this video to the end, right, DJ?
Right.
Okay.
So let's explain the rules here real quick, everybody. So we have a red envelope here with some lucky money, and there's going to be one lucky winner.
Just one.
There's only two people who know what's in here, okay? Myself and MC. So I shared it with her, so we two have eyes on the prize.
Right.
But we're going to ask you to send in a text message to the number at the bottom of the banner for TJ, 408-214-1494. And we're going to ask you to state your name, your location, and your best guess at what's in the red envelope. How much lucky money is in the red envelope. And whoever gets closest to the actual amount in the red envelope is the winner. Okay? And as we go along through the broadcast here, we might give you a few tips or tricks, okay, to kind of help you sort through that. But anyways, we're very happy to have you here with us. And since this is Lunar New Year and we're kicking off the new year, we're going to have a little fun with it. We're going to have a little giveaway here, a little lucky money. All right, I'm just going to put that right in front of the computer here as a reminder for everybody. Can you see that?
No, actually, you will leave it here because I'm going to, like every 15 minutes, I will remind people of the game, so.
That's right.
If you watching this today, you might have a really big chance to win this big red envelope. I mean big. I don't mean $20, $50, more than that. So you want to stay to watch this video today, okay? And you might be the one who win it. Okay,
right,
and it's really easy to win if you listen.
That's right. There's a few tips and tricks we can give you to help you out. But so anyway, so last time we were here talking about real estate investment. You know, the last two series. This is actually the third part in our series here. In the first two, we pretty much just talked about the different basic types of real estate investment and real estate investment strategies, and showed why you should get into the market, why it's just head and shoulders above just throwing your money into the stock market. And then we explained the different strategies, the basic strategies such as buying and holding for self-use, or to be a landlord, get multifamily properties, or get into the flipping market, find distressed properties and make the improvements and hold them for short term, get them back on the market. We talked about Airbnb, the possibility of getting like vacation homes, or if you're in a high traffic area or desirable tourist area, that can work out to be a gold mine as well. We talked a little bit about commercial real estate holdings, as well as residential. Commercial is defined as anything more than 4 units. So 5 units and above for multifamily is considered a commercial property. Then we went through a detailed example. If you put 100K into the stock market versus 100K into the real estate market, that you would get like 5 times return on your investment, because the appreciation is growing on the total value, and you leverage the bank's money to get you to that full market price of the property that you're purchasing, and you only put the down payment in, versus in the stock market, you pay for the whole thing 100% yourself. So there's major advantages. And so what I want to do is just wrap up here talking about the advantages and disadvantages, and then we'll get into a very simple topic called appreciation. But appreciation is your friend, and appreciation is very high in the Bay Area here. as well as California. I mean, so we kind of live in the golden state here as far as appreciation goes. All right.
So TJ, what are we going to continue on today?
Like I said, we're going to talk about wrap up the benefits, and then we're going to switch over to appreciation, and I'm going to show some of the appreciation maps and stuff like that, specifically for the local area.
That's awesome.
And then the opposite of appreciation is depreciation. So sometimes what goes up has to come down, including the stock market, including real estate, and that's what led to the big recession in 2010. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about that in the next series in part 4. But today I'm just going to wrap up on the advantages and disadvantages, and then start getting into the, if you will, the key basic principles and practices and terminology, such as appreciation and how to calculate appreciation, and where you can find the best appreciation right here in the San Jose area. All right, very important. Okay, so as did you have any other questions or anything? Or
no, I can't wait to see who win the big red envelope. Okay.
Oh, okay, that's right.
So you remember, in order for you to win the big red envelope today, you need to watch the show to understand the rules, how to get it, and you have to text DJ, and his number is on the screen.
That's right. The number's on the screen. Again, we'll give that.
So this is fun. You learn and you earn, right?
You learn and you earn at the same
awesome.
time. I like that. Nice chime.
Yeah.
So, okay, getting to the benefits, let's talk about this. Obviously, there's advantages and disadvantages to everything, right? I mean, real estate investors really, they do make money through rental income. But back up, if it's your primary home, obviously you have the comfort of your own home, as well as earning the appreciation and the equity and leveraging somebody else's money to buy your own home and stop paying rent, okay? But obviously, if you get into the multifamily rental income properties, now you're generating rental income on a monthly basis, you're generating cash flow, and at the same time you're also getting appreciation, and you're getting profits likewise of any other businesses in a commercial business, right? So the benefits, okay, is obviously the monthly income, which is important to everybody, right? A stable cash flow. There's also major tax advantages when you're in the real estate market, okay? You know, right now, if it's your primary home, you can write off all of your interest, and they put a cap on property tax, but you used to be able to write off all your property tax too, but that's kind of capped now to $10,000 on top of other state income, state taxes you paid. So that's kind of gone away. All you really have now is your interest write-offs. But also in the multifamily and the rental income property, basically all your expenses are written off. All your utilities are written off, all your maintenance, all your repairs, all your legal expenses, business expenses. So there's major advantages as well as depreciation, the good kind of depreciation that you can put on your tax returns, okay? And there's, when we get into the next series talking about taxes, you'll see what the major advantages there and how people are not paying taxes, okay, that are owning real estate, right? We'll talk a little bit about that. Okay, so there's definitely major tax advantages, and real estate has a built-in hedge against inflation, i.e., if the cost of living goes up, that means the cost of rents go up, the cost of homes go up, and we all saw that, you know, during COVID when inflation was just going rampant. I mean, rents go up, home prices and stuff start going up, right? And you can obviously pass the cost on to your tenants, right? So it's kind of a built-in hedge against inflation, which is great. And real estate allows you the ability to leverage, okay? When you buy the house or the property, you put 10, 20% down, you borrow the rest from the bank, okay? That's called leverage. You're using somebody else's money to buy that property, but you get the appreciation on the total amount, okay? So, I mean, head and shoulders, you know, if you're not in the real estate market, if you want to diversify your investment portfolio, get into the market, and the sooner the better. Okay, yesterday was the right time, you know, to buy. But, you know, okay, so everything comes with advantages, right? And disadvantages, okay? And if you compare it to like stocks, okay, buying a home is definitely more work than buying stocks. I mean, you can day trade, and you can do transactions, e-trade, right over the internet, boom, boom, you can buy and sell very quickly, okay? You can't do that with real estate. I mean, so, you know, it does take time. There is a process, a procedure, a protocol that you do need to go through, okay? So it is more, if you will, more work, you know, that you got to kind of bird dog and get through the process than just buying stocks. But the reward is much greater much, much greater. Okay, and real estate is fairly expensive, right? You know, in the Bay Area, 20% down is, you know, might be hard to come by. That might be, you know, a $2 million home is going to be $400,000. I mean, that can be quite a bit to come up with. So, you know, in that sense, okay, the down payment is expensive, but it's still the best place to put your money, right?
Right.
But real estate is also not liquid, okay? You can't just say, oh, I decide I want to sell it today. I need the money. I need to get my money out right now.
That's not going to happen. Yeah.
It's not going to happen. In the stocks, yes, I can sell and pay my taxes, whatever, and that's it. But, you know, there are a lot of loan programs out there, I'm sure that MC can educate you on, that if you need to get cash out, okay, it's not instantaneous, like same day, but you still have to go through, you know, the loan process and
2 weeks. We need 2 weeks.
Getting qualified, and yeah, so you're still 2 weeks out if you just want to pull some money out of it, some equity, or get some cash out of it, right? And real estate transactions are fairly expensive. I mean, if anybody's bought any property and gone through escrow, yes, escrow, I would say, could easily be $5,000 to $10,000, right? So there is, you know, quite the overhead, if you will, associated with that, with buying real estate. So you have to figure that into your purchase as well, right? And appreciation is not necessarily guaranteed, okay? Sometimes the market does go down, okay? Like we saw in the Great Recession. I mean, it doesn't last forever. And if you happen to be in the right place, in the right time, in the right frame of mind, that can also be used to your advantage, because when the market goes down, what's the general theory? Buy low, sell high.
But to me,
Any investment.
Real estate is a long-term investment, and I want you to remember, you have to keep it long enough for it to appreciate, and then you take advantage of your tax exemption for your capital gain tax, and you sell it when you gain. Do not sell it when the home price go down. Actually, many people made a big mistake in 2008, 9, 10, 12. What did they do? They sell the house when it went down on the price. They lost. I talked to so many of my clients. They told me they wish they hold on to them, because they sold them during that time. They lost everything. But imagine if they keep those houses until today, they gain so much money. Yeah. So do not sell house when you don't make money. Hold on to it. You can rent a house, right? You can sure rent a house, especially in the Bay Area. It's so easy to rent a house. So do not ever sell when your home price go down, because when it's go up 100% more.
That's right.
So keep your home, and then always consider real estate is a long-term investment, okay?
Yeah. Right. 80-90% of real estate holding is kind of a buy and sell. Mm-hmm. You know, most of the real estate purchases are just for the comfort of your own home or investment property. Okay, people don't typically just buy a property, fix it, and flip it, and sell it and get out. Okay, that's a pretty tough business to be in. But I mean, there is a business case there that can be made to hold property short term. Yeah. But as MC was saying, typically the advantage is because time is on your side. Okay, you want to hold on to your property, you know, as basically as long as possible, or to meet your financial goals. Yeah. So.
And before you go on, I'm sorry, DJ. Fix and flip is for somebody that they have a full time. It's a professional. Like it's something that you pay attention to it. It's like a career or something like you make money out of fix and buying something, fix it up and flip it, make money like quick. That's something you have to really in real estate. You have to really spend all your time in real estate just to do that. Yeah. You can't just do that when you are not full-time real estate. So like in my company, we do fix and flip a lot because we are doing this all day long, right?
So yes, like if you're a savvy general contractor, you should always be looking for distressed properties that you can find and fix and flip real quick and get them back on the market. I mean, you can do it as a full-time occupation or side jobs, whatever, when the right structured deal comes up. Okay, finding those deals is typically a little hard because in the Bay Area here, it's very competitive. You know, a lot of cash offers and stuff on distressed properties. So it's kind of hard to get a little edge on it just because of the market here is just so crazy, okay? I mean, you get $1 million for a doghouse here in the Bay Area, you know. I mean, I'm sorry, that's just the way it is, right? But anyway, so now let's move on and get to some of the terminology here, talk about real estate appreciation. Like I said, real estate is your friend, okay? Appreciation is your friend, okay? It increases your home's value over time. I keep saying this over and over again. Time is on your side, okay? This is the same thing MC is saying, buy and hold. You know, just because the market dips a little bit, and it might dip for a year or 2 or 3 before it recovers, but it always bounces back, okay? Especially here in the Bay Area, the market always bounces back. And then it usually takes off and shoots like a rocket, okay, as far as appreciation is concerned. So what is appreciation? It's basically the increase in the value of your property, holding it over time. That's the same reason why you buy stocks, because you want the stocks to go up, right? Next year, if you put your money in Apple, you want to see Apple's dividends, and you want to see their stock go up. NVIDIA, Tesla, these are the big ones that people are watching, right? Those stocks traditionally go up. The stock market goes up, but so does the value of your home, okay? That's appreciation, okay? So now, getting to the math of it, how do you calculate appreciation? Well, appreciation is very simple. You know what the original price is. Let's call that your purchase price, right? And let's say your original price was, $1 million, and then let's say 10 years later, your current value is going to be $2 million, right? So the difference there is $1 million. In 10 years, you just made $1 million, right? And then if you normalize it to the original price of 1 million, okay, 1 over 1 is 1. You multiply it by the rate of 100%, okay, you got 100% appreciation on your home over 10 years, okay, which means it doubled, okay? That sounds unrealistic, right? It's going to double. But in the Bay Area has a record of doubling the property values in 10 years, every 10 years. And I'm going to show the data on that, right? I mean, that is another reason why you want to get into it, right? So if something doubles over the course of 10 years, you're getting pretty much a 7.3, 7.4% return on your investment, calculated, compounded annually, okay, which is fantastic. I mean, that is much better than the rest of the country. And when financial planners, want to run some scenarios for you, they'll typically use 5% for stocks and stuff. But the real estate market here is really good, okay? We have been tracking, above the national average, for years and years, decades now, especially like for the last 10 years. I'm going to show some of that data, right? I showed an example here. If you went from 1 million to 2 million, that's 100% appreciation in 10 years. Well, San Jose is at like around 105% in the last 10 years. So this example actually is very realistic. And that rates us, one of the highest categories of the nation, of the country, where we get this outstanding appreciation, right? So in the last 10 years, the average appreciation of a home here in San Jose was like 7.43%, okay, which is actually just a little more than doubling, So anyways, I want to take a look at this chart here. We have a couple columns here that are important. The time frame, the time period at the top talks about the first quarter, then the net last year, and then the last 2 years, the last 5 years, the last 10 years, and then down all the way back down to 2000, right? So if you just look at the last quarter here, and this was the second quarter in 2024, okay, we saw almost 2% appreciation per quarter, almost 8% for the annual average, like 7.33, okay, which is really great. I mean, we're still staying on track in that, doubling your investment in 10 years, right? Then if you go and look at what we did in the last 12 months, which is exactly 1 year, in the last year, we've gone up 12.5%, okay? This is phenomenal. If you compare this to the rest of the country, if you compare this to the rest of California, okay, the San Jose area here is like right in the top. Okay, the upper echelon. San Jose just saw some incredible growth based on the data here. This is from Neighborhood Scout Pacificwide.com. I give the websites and all the references here. So this is all public domain information. Anybody can go back and pull this and take a look at it. Okay. Then let's go down, like I said, okay, 12% is just phenomenal, right? We're ranked in the top of the country there. Now let's jump down on this chart to this table to like the last 10 years. In the last 10 years, we've seen like 105% increase in appreciation here, which is 7.43% compounded, which is a little slightly more than doubling. So 10 years ago, if you would have bought that $1 million home, it would be worth $2 million. Okay, 10 years later. Again, that's phenomenal. We're in the top 25% of the country where something like that can happen. Okay, so I mean, if you're not into the real estate yet, you need to pay attention. I mean, these numbers here are phenomenal, showing how we do compared to the rest of the country and the rest of the nation. Okay, this is the place. Okay, if you can get into the market here, right?
Right.
Now average home is $2 million. That's, like you said, it's $400K. That's a lot of money to come up with. I mean, you can go, to Texas or Florida where people are, starting to look at much cheaper investments and buy 10 homes for $400,000 down payments, right? You can do something like that, completely passive, okay? But if you're here in the Bay Area, I would certainly encourage you, to get into the real estate market, right? Get the appreciation, let time start working for you, okay? And on top of that now, we even got a map here that shows where the highest appreciation areas are. So if you take a look, right in the center of the map is that red triangle. That's where we are. Mm-hmm. That's where we are here at Pacificwide, okay? And you can see Evergreen, is a little to the right and up from there. Evergreen's doing really good. You can see south of where we are, the Silver Creek area is really dark green, is really showing high growth. You can show then if you go north up into like the Berryessa area. Mm-hmm. So looking at this map, you can kind of see where the appreciation is the highest. Then we got this pocket over here in West San Jose. Mm-hmm. And some other areas, okay, they're not quite appreciating as high, okay? But now if you're going to be a savvy investor, you want to take a close look at this, because where are the homes appreciating the fastest? Where am I going to get the most return on my investment?
So either darker green have a higher appreciation rate?
Correct.
That's
Correct.
Good.
Right. So kind of show. So, this right here from the triangle going straight out here, that's Aborn. Okay. This is the backside of Evergreen, right? You go south, you're into Silver Creek and the Silver Creek Hills. You go north and you're up into Berryessa. You go west and you're into West San Jose area. But not all areas have the same appreciation, which is kind of interesting, even in the San Jose area. Mm-hmm. So study this map, okay? When you go out looking for real estate, say, oh, you know what? There is a variation in appreciation, and I might as well buy something in the high appreciation area. Unfortunately, probably getting into Silver Creek for your first home is probably a little unrealistic.
Do you have the zip code for the dark area?
Well, yeah, we could probably do a search here on this highest appreciation locals, and you type in Silver Creek or Sun Spring, and they might come back with the zip code. Yeah. But yes, you could probably overlay this on a zip code map if you want and see which zip codes are there.
Before we continue, DJ, can I borrow the red envelope? And so if anybody watching right now, we have the, if you're watching and you might have a chance to win this red envelope, and it's a big red money in it, and a lot of money. You might want to win. You want to win it, but you might win it if you watch the show. And is there a what is the question? Is it coming up soon? Like, how do they earn this red envelope?
Well, it's all you got to do is just send me a text message. Our numbers are in the bottom of the banner down there. I'm TJ 408-214-1494. Okay, anybody who sends me a text with their name and their city and what their guess is how much money's in the red envelope here, how much lucky money we got in there. Who's ever the closest is going to be the winner.
Oh, so there is some question going on and have to answer, right? Okay, got it. Okay.
So
you have to watch to see what is the question. Okay, you don't just watch the show to see what TJ asking you so you can respond to it to get the red envelope?
So one tip, okay, is we did this last year, and we had a search challenge, right? A real estate property search challenge, and the winner of that got $100. Okay.
This year we get more, right?
So that's one clue.
And this year the winner get more than $100. Okay.
Yeah. So we're giving you the clues there. So, anyways, yes. Please feel free to text us in and give us your best guess at how much lucky money is in the envelope, and it could be yours. You could be the winner today.
Right.
And if I'm not here and you're not here in the office, then MC can have the honors of finding you and making sure it's in your hands and you can enjoy it for the new year. Okay. So, like I said, this map is readily available. It's on neighborhoodscout.com. You can find any cities or locales. I would certainly strongly encourage you to take a look at this. Now, obviously West San Jose and Silver Creek are kind of hard to get into for your first buy, for first-time buyers. But we also have a strategy later on here we're going to get to, and with some of the later parts talking about the housing ladder. How can you climb the housing ladder to get into your dream home? Okay, that dream home might be in West San Jose or might be in Silver Creek or Berryessa, right? But you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And it might be in these areas that might not appreciate quite as much or as desirable, but you got to start somewhere. And we'll talk about that strategy too downstream here a little bit. Today we're just going to talk about some of the benefits, advantages, disadvantages, and what the appreciation is. So I showed you the chart here about the data, how homes here in San Jose double every 10 years. That's about 7.5% annual compound interest, or 100% return on investment over 10 years. We got the map up here for the San Jose area, showing the areas of the most highest appreciation. Okay. Now, let's talk a little bit about depreciation, okay? Because depreciation is a reality. This is that old saying, whatever goes up must come down, right? Including the stock market and the home prices, right? So the appreciation and depreciation are opposites. Okay, appreciation goes up, okay, depreciation goes down. So that would be negative return on investment, okay? That's when you would be in the red, okay? Right. And typically if homes get too far in the red, they say that they're flipped, they're reversed, okay? You don't have equity in the home, you have negative equity, okay? So it's not a good thing. Hopefully you don't stay in that situation very long, but just like the stock market, it goes up and down and goes to zero. The good thing about real estate is it never goes to zero. Okay, you're never going to lose all your money.
But stock can. I remember if people buy like penny stock, it goes to zero really quickly.
That's right.
Quickly, right? Yeah. So for purchasing a home, it will never, ever go to zero, okay?
Right, that's right. It will never go to zero. Exactly. That's why banks are willing to loan you money, because they know the housing market, they know it'll never go to zero. Now they're taking risks, so they want you to put more money down in your down payment,
right? Okay.
But they understand, they can sell homes here very quickly in the Bay Area. It's a low risk situation here, unless the market completely collapses, okay, like it did in the Great Recession. We weren't hit as hard as the rest of the country, but
that won't happen.
But it's very rare, right? So so factors that can lead to your home depreciating, okay, can be just like the market itself, like we saw in the Great Recession, right? Or potentially the location of the home. I showed you a map where there's high appreciation and low appreciation. Could be dependent on location. Could be something that's going on in the neighborhood. Is Google putting a big complex in? Is the VTA going to put a stop in, or Caltrain putting a stop in now close to your home? Those are things that can make it go up and down, right? Unfortunately, those factors are kind of out of your control, right? But the things you can control, okay, you can take care of your home. Okay, you can maintain your home, okay? You can do those renovations, you can do those upgrades, okay? Now, California has opened the floodgates so you can build all these ADUs in the back and attached and convert your garage and expand your square footage, okay? That is a great way to increase the value of your home, right? So anyway, as I said earlier, this is a simple pro tip, right? It's been out there throughout the ages, right? You buy low and you sell high. So buying low means it's typically a buyer's market. There's a high supply and a low demand.
Let me give them a definition.
Doesn't happen often here, though.
No, but I think every time you buy is a low market, because if you keep it for 10 years, that's going to be higher market. Again, do not wait until you think. Because some people say, oh, I want to wait for the home price to go lower or at the bottom to buy. When is it going to happen? You might wait 5 years, 10 years, and you might lose a chance of owning a home. Why? What do I mean by that? I met so many people. I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I remember a long time ago when my client, she meant to be my client, but she never be my client, because after her divorce, right? She got $150,000 from the divorce, and at that time, the home value was about $500,000. If she buy a condo at that time, about $300,000, right? Everything's so cheap back then. Actually, no, the home value is more, but the condo was $300,000. So if she buy a condo at that time, she put $150,000 for down payment, like 50% down payment, and then she loaned for $150,000. That's it. And you know what? She said, oh, I think I'm gonna wait for whatever she wanna wait. And until today, she doesn't own any home because she's been waiting. And I think she waited for home price to get lower, home price. And by the time the home price get lower in 2008, she lost her job. She cannot qualify for a mortgage to buy, to borrow the money to buy anything. Anyway, that $150,000, it gets smaller because of inflation. And then the time when the market gets so down, it's when the market crisis, most people lose their job. When you lose your job, can you borrow any loan? No. So you lose the opportunity to buy. So to me, buy low, sell high, is every time you buy, consider low, because you keep it until it gets high to sell it. You know, if you wait until it's really low, like ideally, like the bottom, do you still have a job? Unless you have $1 million cash, that's a different story. You can wait, okay? But I don't even know wait until when. But the thing is, when you need a loan, when you have a down payment, when you qualify for a mortgage, that's the best time to buy, okay? Because again, real estate investment is a long-term investment. Buy it anytime you're ready, and then wait until you sell it, you make money, okay? From that, that's what I just want to share.
Thank you, MC. Right. Don't quit your day job. Make sure you get your house before you quit your day job, okay? You still have to qualify for that loan, right?
Right.
So a good time to buy a home is when you got a job, okay?
You got a job, you got a down payment, right?
You need the down payment and you got income, steady income, you're going to qualify, you can get the home.
Right.
Okay. But at the bottom of this chart, I just wanted to show this. This is a rare occurrence, okay? We did have a market collapse. You know, if you look at this chart, this is specifically the San Jose area, okay? 2007, 2009, the market just dropped. I mean, housing prices here almost got cut in half. The average home went from like 800 down to 450. Okay, so this is reality. This is real data. Okay, we'll probably finish off this series here, part 3, on this note right here. So there was almost a 50% drop. Okay, so it really does happen, but look at how it took off after that, right? The housing market was going up like almost 100K per year from 2009 to 2024, over 15 years, right? But if you take it where it looked in the last 10 years since it dropped there, what was I saying, like about 100K or something like that, you were realizing almost 8.8%, almost 9% of compounded annual interest on your investment here in the Bay Area. So if it does drop, look how long it lasted. It didn't last very long. It dropped, and then it took off even faster than it was before that, before it even dropped, okay? Now, if you're one of those lucky, fortunate people that are waiting for the market to drop, okay, it does come around maybe once every 25, 30, 40 years, and the drop might not be a lot. It might be small or whatever like that, okay? I was one of the fortunate ones, okay? I actually picked up a fourplex in 2010,
Oh,
okay?
wow, awesome.
And it was way below market value.
Oh,
so
wow.
sometimes waiting does pay off, but
not everybody can get what you get, TJ.
That's right.
You are so lucky.
That's right. I bought at the bottom of the
Right.
collapse there. I bought in like 2010. Okay, so I mean, so it does happen. Okay, sometimes it does happen. Okay, but it's very rare in the Bay Area here. So like MC was saying, you know, don't save up all your nuts and raisins for that event, because that event just doesn't come around too often, you know.
Right.
But it does, and if you're fortunate enough to get in the market at that cusp, you know, that crux of where it's at the lowest point, you can do really well. So anyway, so you can see, I bought, you know, at like 400K, right? And then you can see, like, you know, maybe 4 or 5 years later, it was right back up to 800K where the market was. And then for the next 10 years, it just took off. You know, I mean, that, and it's just crazy what the market is in the Bay Area here.
I see the chart right here. But if you are watching this video and you see the chart, go back to the chart, right? It's if you pay attention down below, in 2009, the home value was 400,000, and then look back in 2024, it's almost I think it's over 1.6 million. It's over 1.6 million.
Yeah, 1.6.
So, wow, 3 times more, like
That's
400 to 1.6.
That's right.
What kind of
really
investment can give you that? I don't know, you know, but I think this is amazing.
It is. I was fortunate to be one of the recipients, bought low. Obviously, I'm sitting on, still sitting on it, like you said, hold and buy and hold, you know, sit on it, wait for this appreciation to kick in. I mean, it's a surefire, guaranteed way to build wealth in real estate.
And also the market, the crash in 2008 and 2009, we don't see that a lot if we go back even 30 years, 40 years, or 45 years rare. Back in the history of U.S. home price. It not happened.
Yeah, the bottom chart here shows from like, you know, 1965.
Yeah,
all the way up to out here.
2008 was kind of a big hit. The home price go down quite a lot compared to other crises before that.
Right.
But that happened in one time in so many years.
That's right. That was an aberration. That was a singularity. It was an abnormality.
But let me share.
That does not.
Can I share one story?
Very rare.
Let me share one awesome story. My own story.
Sure.
My own story.
Sure. Do you want to remind people to send in their text? Because we're about going to close out here in 5 minutes.
But what is your question?
So if you want to text in your name, where your location is, and your guess at how much lucky money we got in the red envelope, okay, we're gonna close it in about 5-10 minutes.
Oh, just how much is there?
Here.
Okay.
Right. And the tips.
Okay, it had to be exact because DJ. DJ have.
You can tell your story.
I actually put the number in there, but the number I put on the internet is not right. I put it there. I just say 120, but it's more than 120. Okay, it's more than 120. I put if you want 120 red envelope, but it's not 120. It's over 120. So if you correct, you text in your phone your name and the amount in the red envelope. It's just a little bit more than 120. But if you guess it correctly, you get the envelope, okay?
That's
but
right.
My story, talking about when is the best time to buy, let me share with you my own story. So we bought our home in 2006. Remember, we moved in January 2006. That home, right, it was listed for 1.5 million back in 2005. I think we're looking for the house during December, and because 1.5 right, and then because of the economy, because starting 2006 the home price starting to go down, and when we came to view the house, they say if you buy it today it's only 1.3 million because the market goes slow. Slowed down at the end of 2006.
Right.
So we make an offer for 1.3 million, right? And then because we are a real estate agent, so we get a commission out of the purchase price. So we ask them to lower the price, subtracting our commission. So we bought the home for 1.2 million 60,000. So not 1.3 because our commission is 40,000.
Right, right.
So we bought a home for 1,260,000.
Right.
We moved in January 2006, and 2005, 2007, 8, 9, the market crashed, and 2009, I remember the home value we bought go down to 900,000.
Yeah, probably lost 30%. Was kind of typical. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah, but you know, we're not selling the house because we need the house to live in, right? First of all. Secondly, we both lost our job at that time. If we sell house, how can we buy another one? We can qualify for another mortgage.
Right,
we don't have cash. We buy house with mortgage. Right. So we didn't do anything. Even we know because we real estate people, so we know the home price go down from $1,260,000 to $900. Happy New Year again.
There we go.
And then we didn't do anything with it. We just keep the house, we just stay in the house, living in the house, paying our mortgage. Right. That's it. We do the right thing. We just pay the mortgage. So what I'm saying is, the house get lower and lower, but it doesn't matter. And finally we sell our house in 2021 for $2,550,000. $2,550,000.
Right.
So the same house we bought before it go down to the bottom, right? Yeah. It bottom because bottom is 900. We bought like 1.3 million, right? It go down to 900. We didn't do anything. We just continue living in the house.
That's right.
And then we hold it until many years later. We sold it. We gained so much money, over $1 million. We walk away with over $1 million in our pocket. We forgot about everything. Like, did I pay mortgage? Yeah, I did, but I don't even care.
That's right.
Because I have so much money now.
That's right.
So doesn't matter when you buy the house. Okay? Why I keep telling you this? Because I'm telling what the right thing you should do whenever you're ready to buy a house, when you have a mortgage, when you need a house, and when you have a job, buy it and have the down payment, buy it.
That's right. That's right.
It appreciates.
As the chart here shows at the very bottom, even though the market supposedly collapsed, around the 29 time frame, right? Houses maybe got cut in half. Well, it recovered in about 4 or 5 years. And then on top of that, it just took off. So homes again doubled in the last 10 years.
Exactly.
Okay, I mean, it's just phenomenal. Like I said, head and shoulders, above the rest of the country and the national average here. So
and if
can't go wrong.
And if I wait, imagine I wait until 2009 when it bottom. I don't have a job. I can't buy a home anyway. Right, DJ?
Right.
They know no mortgage. How can I buy a home?
That's right. Yeah, buy the home when you got the job, you got income, you got the down payment. I mean, and like you said, are you at a high market, low market? Well, it doesn't matter because 10 years later, it isn't going to matter. It's all going to be a wash at that point. And then you're going to trade up, and then you can get into your dream home. You do that once or twice. You climb up the housing ladder and get into your dream home. Okay, and you'll be happy you did.
Yeah. That's amazing. So.
That's right.
So anyway, the red envelope, we don't have anyone to text DJ yet, right?
I do.
Somebody text you already?
I got some text messages, yeah.
Oh, okay. You get some text messages?
So at some point, we're going to have to close it.
Okay, but you don't have any correct number yet, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Well, it doesn't matter. I got some numbers.
It's only over $120, a little bit, not a lot, okay? So if something makes sense with 2025, whatever it is.
Right. Think about last year's $100 challenge. Think about the new year, 2025, Add that all up, do the math, and you'll be right on. That's all the tips and tricks we can give you.
Okay, try.
We're going to have to close it out in 5 minutes.
It's a new year, so I really want somebody to get this red envelope. Good luck to that. And I remember, DJ want your name, phone number?
No, not your phone. Well, obviously the phone number because you text, but just your name, location, and your guess. Your best guess.
Name, location,
and
your best guess.
Location and your best guess at what's in the red envelope. Yeah.
Okay. So again, think about the 2025 and think about the number again, okay? It's over 120, but it's just a little bit. So whatever number you can come up with. I give you so much hint already. Come on.
Yeah, right, exactly.
You're even laughing at that because I give you so much hint.
Exactly. Okay. So thank you so much for joining us. Next week we'll pick up a little bit on this depreciation theme here because there's also a positive side to depreciation called tax depreciation, which sometimes people get confused. In the market, depreciation means it goes down, but in the tax world, Okay, depreciation is basically writing off your property, okay, on an annual basis, okay, and there's some real advantages to that, okay, and I think I discovered how large real estate holdings, people don't, investors don't have to pay taxes, okay, they just use depreciation and write everything off, okay. Even though they're still getting all this cash and income coming in, they just offset it with the depreciation. So anyways, we'll talk about that a little bit more. But with that, I think we can wrap it up.
Okay, so are we done? So hold on, let me do this.
Yeah,
Give me the envelope. So before we close it up, I will show you how much money in here, just in case somebody say, oh, I think I guessed it correctly, but you guys didn't give me the money. So I will reveal what in here. Do you have any number that correct yet?
Yeah, I have somebody really close.
Should we give the money to that person now, or
you can show what's in there, but yeah, if you can't count it because that's already shown it. So yes, we have to call it at some point.
So, but you have to call it off before I show how much money in here.
Right. So I'm ready to call it off because we're done with the broadcast.
So give them 30 more seconds. How about before we close? I'm gonna time you guys 30 seconds. So one last guess, whatever number you can put in there. We're gonna give you 30 more seconds, not 30 more minutes. 30 more seconds.
That's right.
Okay, you guys, 30 more seconds. During this time, I would like to say Happy New Year to all of you who ever celebrate Lunar New Year or not. I wish you a new year. It's a next new year, next year.
That's right.
A year of transformation. What does it mean? Because snake, they shred their skin to grow, right? And for us, we don't shred our skin to grow, but we transform. So transforming, to a better version of ourselves. So, and the only way to me is to transform is to do the thing that we said we do, and then we fail, and then we learn, and then we just keep doing it. That's how we transform. Or we keep learning. Learning also one way to improve our knowledge and skill. That's how you transform. So I wish you become more successful in 2025, become a better version of yourself, and grow and be resilient, okay? So now time's off. Do we have anyone that have the correct number yet? Can we announce the correct number? No? Then I can review the envelope, right? Can I? Are you ready to review the envelope?
Yeah, you can go ahead and reveal it.
Vincent, make sure people see I pour out the money from the envelope, okay? Make sure you can come closer so people don't miss it. People don't miss it. Okay, you hear something? Did you guys hear anything? Hear anything? Okay, you hear. And then this is $100. This is the 100, right? It showed the 100, and this is the version. But
that was the $100 challenge we did last year. Okay. So that was the first hint.
But you don't take any more. Is anybody gonna win? What number gonna win?
Well, I mean,
the one that closes it, right? Close it. The one that closes it, we win.
That's right. The one
and that's it. We have $20. You see the 20? It's $20. So we have 100. 20, and it's not done yet. But remember the coin that come out at the beginning? What is this, Vincent? Can you recognize this coin? What is this coin? How much is it value?
25 cents.
That's right. This is the 25-cent coin. So it's 120, 25. So
that's right.
25 is the 25 cent. Right. So DJ is so thoughtful. He say, okay, because this is 2025, so we have 20, 25, but he doesn't give you just 20, 25. He gives you $100, 20, 25 cents.
25, that's right.
Because he wants you to have a wonderful, lucky 2025.
Okay, let's call it. All right, we have a Nathan Liu, L-U-U, from San Jose online, and he guessed pretty darn close at 125.
Oh,
good job, Nathan. You got it. You got it.
Congratulations, Nathan. Yeah. So when are you gonna ask him how?
Do you know who Nathan is?
No, ask Nathan that. How do you want to come here to pick it up?
I'll text him and Okay.
Okay. How about Nathan? Now it's you and DJ. You guys can decide how to get the money, whatever. But anyway, thank you so much for participating. And my God, you got $120 $1.25. That's awesome.
Yep.
You can do a lot with this money. You can take your girlfriend or somebody you love to go out for dinner.
Thank you, everybody, for participating. Thank you so much, Nathan. And we certainly wish you complete success, Happy New Year, true love, happiness, good health. I wish all these come to you this year. Have a blessed New Year.
But for the people who don't win, you know what? Don't feel bad. You know, it's really tricky right here because I said 120 and then it's not 120, so I kind of trick you. But anyway, I appreciate you participating. Your engaging means so much to us. We appreciate you. We love you, and we are here to give you more information. TJ knowledge is huge. He's gonna give you more and more information in the next video, and we can't wait to serve you to make you become so rich. The $120 not gonna make you rich, but you will be rich by listening to us. Okay.
Yeah. Right, and then maybe we'll do some other prizes down the road here, down throughout the year here, just to keep everybody on their toes.
Is it awesome?
So thank you so much for joining us.
And you earn. That's awesome, right?
I like that chime. Yeah, we'll have to make a business slogan out of that one.
Yeah, you learn and you earn.
Learn and earn.
That's awesome. Awesome. Okay, thank you, TJ, and thank you, everybody.
Cheers. Happy Tet.